Hello! Welcome again to our TV show, Curiosities About Countries. Today we're going to talk about Scotland, specifically about famous Scots and Scottish inventions. Today I'm here presenting with my fellow friend, Gonzalo Luna.
Hi, first of all, thank you for inviting me to your program.
You are welcome.
Now we are going to talk about some famous Scots like Ewan McGregor, Arthur Conan Doyle and many more. Intro video. Traditionally there have been Scots whose name and work have been famous during their lifetime and have lived on after their death.
Yeah, the first person that we're going to talk is the famous writer Robert Louis Stevenson. His father and his grandfather were famous engineers. From them he got his love of travel. He married an American woman, Fanny, when he was 30, and she helped him a lot. When he wrote one of his most famous books, The Strange Case of Dr. Kelly and Mr. Hyde, he tells her the story as usual, but she tells him that he had a deeper meaning that he had completely missed. He partnered his history and wrote it again in only 3 days, but this time with the funniest idea. After many years traveling through France, Britain, the USA, etc., he finally bought a house in Samoa and died there at the age of 54. His most famous book is The Treasure Island. Other famous characters from Scotland are Arthur Conan Doyle, the creator of Sherlock Holmes, and Walter Scott, who wrote Ivanhoe and Rob Roy.
Now we're going to talk about Andy Murray, that is a famous Scottish tennis player. He was born in 1987. He was introduced in tennis at a very early age by his mother. Andy went to Barcelona, where he was training in a famous tennis school. Now he has 44 ATP titles and 2 gold medals in the Olympic Games.
Another famous sportsmen are Alex Ferguson, who coached the Manchester United for 27 years, and Jackie Stewart, who was a Formula 1 driver. He was the first person to win 3 Formula 1 titles. There are also many famous actors from there. One of the most famous actors is Ewan McGregor, who was born in Perth in 1971. He attended the Guildhall School of Music and Drama since 1988. Then, at the same school, he shared a classroom with Daniel Craig. He did small television roles until he reached the big screen. He acted as Obi-Wan in 3 Star Wars movies. That is one of the most important roles in his entire career. He also acted in Moulin Rouge, Angel and Demons, and in the Spanish film, The Impossible.
Other famous actors in Scotland are Sean Connery, who acted in James Bond, also in Indiana Jones and The Untouchables. Gerard Butler, who acted in 300 and also in James Bond films. And finally, David Tennant, who acted as Doctor Who in TV series. And the important musicians from Scotland are Calvin Harris and 2 members of AC/DC.
We are nearing to the final of the program, so let's go to the final part of it. That is Scottish inventions and inventors. First, we're going to talk about James Watt, the inventor of the steam engine. He was born in a town near Glasgow in 1736. He was largely educated by his mother. When he was 18, his mother died, and Watt went to London to learn how to make scientific instruments. 1 year later, he was employed at the University of Glasgow, when he became interested in steam. He died in 1899. Other great Scottish inventors are John Logie Baird, who invented the television, and John Boyd Dunlop, who invented the car tire.
Another outstanding inventors were Alexander Graham Bell, who invented the telephone, Alexander Fleming, who invented the medicine penicillin, Patrick Macmillan, who invented the bicycle, and finally Charles Mackintosh, who invented the raincoat. To name the economist Adam Smith, and finally the philosopher David Hume.
Okay, that's all for today's program. I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye!